You know, folks, I hate to keep harping on this, but 40 years ago, Richard Nixon was hounded out of office, supposedly for his illegal actions. And I'm telling you, whatever Nixon did pales in comparison to just this move today. Obama declaring amnesty for 800,000 illegals based on their youth status. Just the stroke of his pen. It's not constitutional. I want to go back and grab this soundbite. It is number 8. Played this earlier, and I want to play this again. This is September 28th, 2011. And Obama's in the White House, and they have an open for questions roundtable. He's responding to questions from readers of Yahoo, MSN Latino, AOL Latino, Huffington Puffington Post Latino Voices. And during the roundtable, somebody from the Huffington Puffington Post said, on the DREAM Act, this is a statement from New York City. Mr. President, I'm an undocumented law graduate in New York City. I'm just writing to say that your message that you don't have a dance partner is not a message of hope. A real dance goes out on the dance floor, picks out his or her dance partner. You're just waiting. You got the facts, you got the numbers, you got the dollars, you got the votes on the side of granting administrative relief for dreamers. We're doing our part. It's time for you to do yours, Mr. President. Where are you?
This notion that somehow I can just change the laws unilaterally is just not true. We are doing everything we can administratively. But the fact of the matter is there are laws on the books that I have to enforce. And I think there's been great disservice done to the cause of getting the DREAM Act passed and getting comprehensive immigration passed by perpetrating the notion that somehow by myself I can go and do these things. It's just not true.
So he wouldn't do it back in 2011, September, but now in an election year, to hell with the Constitution. I can do it on my own. Look, Ma, I can do this myself. I really can. I can go out and do these things. I just did it. I remember hearing Watergate spelled the end of the imperial presidency. That's what Watergate did. No more of these presidents thinking they're bigger than the Constitution, bigger than the law. Well, what's more imperial than President Kardashian declaring an untold number of illegals legal with a stroke of a pen? And by the way, don't for a minute believe this 800,000 number. And don't let them con you into believing this is only for kids. That's what they're trying to sell. It's for young children of illegals. Come here. This is going to apply to everybody 30 years of age and under who can claim to have been in the country for more than 15 years. Not prove, but claim. That number of 800,000 is probably off by a huge factor. So by virtue of Obama's own words here, there are laws on the books he has to enforce that he is not going to enforce. He just said, I'm not going to enforce that law, which is basically what he's doing. He's not going to enforce another law. Meanwhile, he's suing states like Arizona for actually enforcing federal law. And that's not all. This is, let's see, Daily Caller, couple stories from the Daily Caller. Obama Energy Department awards $2 million grant to a solar company linked with Van Jones. On Wednesday, Department of Energy began financing solar power installation research with every solar firm he has given money to is bankrupt, I think, except but one. This is not about solar power. This is more slush fund money, this time going to his buddy Van Jones, who used to be in the regime and had to be tossed out of there. On Wednesday, Department of Energy began financing solar power installation research, a $2 million award to Solar Mosaic, The solar energy research company has former Obama green job czar Van Jones listed as an advisor. It also employed Rebuild the Dream, Van Jones's company, to do its PR work. The grant money will be distributed to 9 companies in 4 states. Solar Mosaic got the most, $2 million, which is 4 times the amount of most others. And another story from the Daily Caller. The Harvard researcher behind a recent study correlating 2008 election results with racially charged Google searches, neglected to disclose ties to a former senior member of the Kardashian administration. Seth Stevens-Davidowitz, an economics PhD candidate, lists on his CV, publicly available through his website, that he was the research assistant of Peter Orszag at the Brookings Institution from August of 2005 through August of 2006. Set to graduate in 2013, Stevens-Davidowitz entered the PhD program at Harvard in 2007. Orszag, currently the vice chairman of global banking at Citigroup, headed the Office of Management and Budget as an Obama appointee between January 29 and July of 2010. He was also the director of the Congressional Budget Office. Another bogus story. So, I mean, this regime is hiding all kinds of things, big and little. Hiding giving this disgraced Van Jones guy a couple $1 million, hiding a Harvard researcher with ties to the regime. It just never ends.